Hey guys, welcome back. Today, we're going to take a break from real estate and finance to talk about some ways to save money. Now, these are things I'm actually doing myself and things I've applied in my own life. So I thought I would bring it to you to help provide some value and hopefully you can benefit. Before we do that, I'm Jeb Smith, real estate broker here in Southern California, and I want to thank you for taking the time to watch. Typically, my videos are all about real estate, mortgage, right now COVID-19 and how it impacts both of those. But again, today we're taking a little bit of break. So if you like information on this sort of thing, on personal growth, hit the subscribe button and join me in helping share this information to others. So, things I'm doing. So first off, I'm going to start off and talk about being self-employed or being unemployed. So if you've been affected by COVID-19 in any way, you've been furloughed, you've been laid off, you're self-employed, you have no business coming in, there are ways to get money, right? So I did a video last week on the CARES Act, which I'm going to reference here above, but I'm not going to get into a lot of detail, but some things I'm going to mention in the CARES Act that you can do if you've been affected are file for unemployment, right? They are offering $600 per week to anybody that's been affected by COVID-19. Not really any documentation needs to be provided. You just got to go on and fill out the information. Now, keep in mind, it's not a lot of money. I understand, $600 a week isn't going to solve all your problems, but it does give you some money. It gives you an opportunity to have some money coming in, especially if you've been affected. So I would encourage you to go do that and take advantage of that. Also, if you're a self-employed business owner, there are a couple different things out there that I mentioned in the CARES Act about, applying for the Disaster Relief Loan, also the PPP, the Paycheck Protection Program. If you have more information on those, again, you can reference that video or comment below. I'm happy to give you a little bit more information on those, but I would encourage you to take advantage of any of these programs out there because at the end of the day, any cash coming in could be the difference in, your business continuing to stay afloat and putting you in a bad place. So those are really where I would start with those two things. Some other things I've personally done that I thought would share is go through credit card statements, right? Go through bank statements over the last couple of months. Look at things that have reoccurring charges. Look at where you've been spending your money. I personally have had some things on there that I didn't even know I was paying. And I'm sure a lot of you have the same thing, gym memberships, that sort of thing. If you're not using them, now's an opportunity to back out of those, at least take some sort of relief, have those conversations with the companies. Maybe they'll put it on pause for the time being. So that way, when you sign back up, there's no charges, no, new fees associated with it. But those are ways that you can save money during this time, and help, any dollar saved is a dollar earned at this point, right? So if you can benefit by cutting out those expenses, if they're unnecessary, now's the time to do it. Now, another thing that I've been doing is calling cable provider, calling cell phone provider, getting, had a conversation with Verizon about my cell phone bill. I actually use way less data than I pay for. So I was able to change my program, save money, and more or less nothing is really impacted except for I'm saving more money per month. I'm also doing the same thing with cable providers. So those providers, call out now. And if those providers won't do anything for you, go to the competition, right? Somebody out there right now, especially in this market, are looking to make deals. So it could be an opportunity to get the same exact service for less money. So, if you have time, make those calls because I feel like there's an opportunity there. Another thing, call your insurance company, especially car loans. See what mileage you're putting on your car. Maybe you can reduce the mileage for the year, which would save you some money. If you have multiple cars like I do, maybe you can cut an insurance policy at least for the next 30 days and only drive one car. In California, we're in a stay in place, a shelter in place, which means that we really can't go anywhere anyway unless it's essential. So I only need one car at this point. I don't need multiple car policies. And so I was able to save over $100 a month just by cutting that insurance bill. So maybe have that conversation with your insurance provider to see if there's an opportunity to save some money there. Another thing you can do is if you're having trouble paying, your mortgage, there are options out there for you. There are forbearance options. Call your lender, have that conversation, see if there's a way to not pay your mortgage for the next couple of months, and maybe that money helps you get through your other bills. Now understand, when you have that conversation, understand that there could be some downsides to it. Now, according to the CARES Act, it's not supposed to affect your credit. You should have the ability to pay the arrears, whatever you're not paying back, at the end of your loan versus a lump sum, and there's a lot of miscommunication on that out at the moment, and I've done videos on that if you want to check them out. But have that conversation with your lender. Maybe you can save money there. The same thing goes for student loans, credit card payments, car payments. All of these guys at this point, all of these companies are allowing you to go past the normal period without affecting your credit. Now, keep in mind, your mortgage isn't late, your car payments, none of that stuff is actually late or reports to your credit card until after 30 days. Now, the late fees that are normally associated with this sort of thing, aren't being charged for most companies right now. So keep that in mind. Maybe you're able to continue paying those bills, just not at the same rate you were doing before. But understand there are opportunities out there to save money. Maybe you're in a position to refinance. If you still have a job, maybe there's an opportunity to lower your interest rate and actually save money every month on your mortgage. That will also allow you to skip a payment or two, depending on how you structure in your loan, so that you're not actually having to pay your mortgage for a month. So there are multiple opportunities, multiple ways out there to save money during this time. These are the ones that I found the most helpful. I'm sure there's more, and as I come across more, I'm happy to do videos on them. But if there's something out there that's affecting you, real estate, mortgage, COVID-19, you want a video on it, do me a favor, comment below. I'm happy to do that. I want to share as much information as I can to provide value to you guys during this time, and help you guide you through that process. So as always, I appreciate you taking the time to watch. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.